Hey everybody, it's Meg. I'm your community manager here at Simplified. Thank you so much for joining us today. What we're going to do today is I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough on Simplified, which is the one app for modern marketers and their teams to do more with less. So Simplified combines 4 of the main tools that marketing teams use in their workflows every day: an AI writer, graphic design tools and design templates, a video editor and video templates, and a social media publisher or our content calendar. And today I'm going to show you some of the workflows that you may or may not know about, some tips and tricks so that you can make the most out of your Simplified account and subscription. So here at Simplified, we're actually building more than a tool. We're building a space for creatives to be able to do more with less. And if you've been around for a while, you know that we are a global community. And so I'd love to hear in the comments, if you'll drop it right now, where you're joining us from. So just tell us your name and where you're joining us from. And then even if you want to just do a whole bio and go ahead and drop your current role. So are you a copywriter? Are you an entrepreneur or founder? Are you part of a marketing team? Go ahead and drop that role in the comments. Awesome. Thank you guys. Okay, so let's get started on our dashboard. When you create your Simplified account, and if you don't have a Simplified account yet, go ahead and go to simplified.co and just create an account. Once you log in, you'll be here on your dashboard screen. So here on this dashboard, you're going to see the AI writer, the design templates, video templates, and then our content calendar. And these are the 4 main tools that Simplified is made up of. You'll be able to access them all here. If you're ever on a screen in your Simplified account and you want to get back here, you can just click on this top logo and it'll either look like an S or it'll look like the full Simplified logo, and that will bring you back to your dashboard. So let's get started with the AI writer. And once you open this up, you'll see a few things happening here. We have our long form writer, our short form assistant, and then our AI designer. So we'll start with the long form writer, and this is available on all of our paid plans. So if you just created an account, you get a free trial of our business plan for your first 6 days, and then you'll be downgraded to our free forever plan. If you choose and you want to have access to this long form writer, you can just upgrade to any of our paid plans. That's the small teams plan, the business plan, or our enterprise plan, and this is available. So what you'll do on the long form writer, this is set up in a familiar fashion, just like Google Docs, and it does have real-time collaboration in it. So you'll notice these collaboration tools all throughout Simplified. You can share this document with anybody on your team. You can just put in their email address, choose their role as an editor, and then you'll click send invite, and they'll be able to collaborate with you right here in real time on your document. So you'll start off here. You can rename your document just by clicking the title and renaming it here, and then you'll see this little robot icon. If you click that open, you'll be able to see the AI assistant over here ready to assist you with anything that you could need with your marketing copy. So let's start off and generate a blog. This is what people use the long form editor for the most. It's for writing long form content. We'll start over here with blog ideas and titles. If you click this down arrow button here, there's over 30 different templates here. And these are highly trained templates that are going to give you specific outputs based on the name of the template. You can choose your output language here. There's over 20 of those. And then you can choose a tone here. So let's go informal. We're in an informal mood. And then we'll put in our topic. So let's say that our topic is social media management. And we'll click generate. Now the AI is going to generate a few blog ideas and titles for us. So we'll go with the ultimate guide to managing your social media accounts. And when you click this plus button, you'll see that it just drops right into the document. You can also favorite it, and this helps train the AI. So if you see outputs that you really like, you can favorite them, and then the AI knows to give you more outputs like that. And if you hate it, you can just click move to trash, and the AI also learns from that as well. So if you see an output that you hate, you can trash it, and that helps train the AI to be able to create content that it knows that you like. You can also copy this to your clipboard if you're putting it somewhere else. You can just click that in one click. And then if you want to use just part of an output, not the whole thing, you can click these 3 dots and click edit. And then let's say that I just want to highlight this part. I could copy that and paste it in over here. So now that I have my blog idea and title, I'm going to go ahead and highlight it, and I want to go even quicker in my writing workflow. You'll see a shortcut bar whenever you highlight text, and there's a few really quick presets. So you can click continue to continue writing, rephrase if you want to rewrite that content. You can click expand to make it just longer and more descriptive, or you can click write section, and that's going to give you an entire blurb or paragraph based on the input that you gave it. Now, when you highlight a section here, that is the input. So this is what the AI is going off of. And you can see that it wrote a whole section here. So let's go ahead and click plus. And then we have number 1 and number 2 here. So with our AI output, you'll notice that sometimes they stop in the middle of a sentence. And that is because AI generates only a certain amount of characters per output. A really easy solution and what you can do is just go ahead and highlight this. And then we're going to give the AI a little bit more to work with just so that it doesn't go off topic. So I'm going to highlight all the way up to here, and then I'm going to click continue. It can see the input number 1 and number 2, and then the AI kept going with a number 3 and a number 4. So you can continue going like this. If you didn't like this section, you could highlight this, and then we'll click rephrase. And the AI will regenerate this same sentiment with some different words. You'll always see your outputs over here on the right-hand side. And if you like something over here, you can always click the Add Now button and it will drop right into your document. Now, another amazing feature of our long-form writer is our free flow setting. So as you can see, we can generate a blog here in just a few minutes. But what if I wanted to go even faster? Let's say that I wanted to start creating some social media ideas. So let's just tell the AI in plain English exactly what we want it to write. Now, I'm going to highlight all of this as my input, and then I'm just going to click continue. When you're using free flow and telling the AI exactly what you want it to do, all you need to do is type in plain English exactly what you want and then click continue. And here you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Facebook ad headlines about social media management. Now, let's say that I want to take this further and write a Facebook ad description. I can write that, okay? And then I'm going to highlight all of it and click continue. So I told the AI what I wanted it to do, and then I gave it the headline that I wanted it to write for. This is the output. Are you looking to increase leads and sales from your social media campaigns? If so, our team can help. Okay, so we have a description there. It's really anything that you can think of. You can just put in here and tell the AI to write. So let's try, this is my favorite. Write a follow-up email to AJ about our new ad campaign about influencers. And here's a whole email. You can do introduction emails. You can do, if you wanted to just copy and paste the emails that you get and then tell it to write a response. AI can generate all kinds of different outputs. No matter what you're looking for, you can write way faster using free flow because you don't have to go back and forth and choose a specific template. You can just literally instruct the AI on what you would like it to generate. So that is our long form writer. Now we're going to go back and I'll show you the short form assistant really quickly. And these are preset templates where these are highly trained to be able to give you specific outputs. A survey email, the 4 P's of marketing, a welcome email. You can generate YouTube video tags, descriptions, and titles. So we've got customer testimonials, website meta descriptions, landing page hero text and subheadings, sales and marketing, blogging. You can generate all kinds of copy for ads, social media captions and ideas, and of course, product descriptions for our e-commerce friends. You can just generate those really quickly. So I'll show you how some of these work. You can choose your output language, and then let's put in our product name. We'll just put like a straw hat, and we'll put a Samantha straw hat. That's what the boutique owners do. And then we'll put hand woven, straw hat, UV protection, and then we'll click generate. When you're putting in an input in this short form writer, you always want to separate your keywords with commas. The AI usually works best with 3 to 5 high quality keywords, and then it'll give you these results. So the Samantha straw hat is perfect for a day in the sun. The hat is made of hand woven straw and provides protection from the sun's UV rays. The Samantha straw hat is also stylish enough to wear to a summer barbecue or party. and I'm ready to buy. So you can always generate more outputs by clicking this big yellow button that says generate more. And then of course you can train the AI by clicking add to favorites or trashing it if it's a description that you do not like. You can also share these outputs from the short form writer. Now let's talk about credits and outputs. Every time you generate an output, the number of words that come out is counted in your monthly word quota. So depending on the plan that you have, if you're on the free forever plan, you start with 1,000 word quota. So each of these words counts towards that quota, and then it resets every month on your billing date. If you would like to upgrade, I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. But if you would like to get bonus credits for free, you'll notice this little gift in the upper right hand corner. You can earn free credits there, and there's a few activities that you can do to be able to earn 10,000 free credits. You heard it from me. What you will need to do once you do any of those activities, if you leave a review or anything like that, you'll go to your home screen, and then you'll be able to see this little chat button in the lower right hand corner. When you do that, you can access and talk with our support team there. You can click send us a message and just send us a screenshot of whatever the activity was that you did, and then we'll be able to update your credits. They do not update automatically. You do have to ask our support team for those credits to be updated. Going back to our AI assistant, this is one of my very favorite parts of Simplified altogether, is our AI designer. So when you click on design now, this brings you straight to our social media quotes template. And once you open that, you're going to choose your output language, and then you're going to tell us about a topic or theme for a quote. So this setting is to be able to use the AI to actually generate creatives for you for your social media. So let's put in a topic or a theme for the quote, meditation. And we'll put in wellness, stillness, peace, and click generate. And now what the AI is going to do first is it's going to generate some quotes that we can use. Then let's go ahead and generate some more. If you want to conquer the anxiety of life, the quieter you become, the more you can hear, take care of your body. Okay, great. So as you can see, I actually highlighted each of these, and you'll see the yellow box around the ones that I highlighted. Once we have our quotes here, I'm going to click on generate creatives, and then it will open in a new window. So you want to make sure that your pop-up blocker is not on, or you deactivate it. And then here we go. We've got some automatically generated quotes for Motivational Monday that are ready to go. The AI actually searches its database to be able to put these background images in there. And then you can also adjust, if you wanted to adjust these colors, or if you wanted to adjust the placing of the font or change the font, you can do that in our designer. So that looks great. And then if you want to swap out the image, you can just click the image, click on replace image, and then you can search our stock photo library. So let's just look for stillness. Yeah, this one's great. Then I'll move that back, and that's ready to post. Coming back to our AI writer, once you generate outputs, you'll be able to find them all under this Documents tab, and you can create folders by clicking this plus folder, and then to actually select them, you can just hover over them and click this little check mark button, and then you'll click move to folder, choose the folder that you'd like to organize it into, and then you'll be able to find all of your outputs there. It does help to actually rename your outputs. So if you are generating quotes for the month of March, you might want to put March social media quotes or something like that. So now that we've got our organization under control, you can also find your favorite outputs here by clicking on favorites. And here are all of the ones that we've hearted to be able to train the AI. Okay. So now I want to take a brief pause and just ask if you guys have any questions. If you do, go ahead and drop them in the comments. And if you don't have any questions, I'm curious to know, have you ever seen another AI tool that can generate creatives for you? Give me a yes if you have. Give me a no if this is the first time you've ever seen that. Now that we've seen everything that there is to see in the AI writer, let's move on to design templates. Design templates is our no-code designer. So this is really user-friendly. If you want to create something, you can put in a keyword here, or you can put in a specific dimension. So if we're looking to create some Facebook posts, it's going to come up with all of our different Facebook posts templates. We can scroll through those, or we can put in a keyword if we're looking for something specific, or we can look through these main categories. So if we're looking for games or entertainment, or maybe we're looking for some food and beverage, business, e-commerce in case you have an online shop, health and beauty. So all of these different templates are available in all of our different dimensions. So you can search by dimensions here, or if you want to start creating a custom size, you can do that as well and put in your dimensions. Another thing to note, with Simplified, you can resize any of our design templates into any dimension. So just because this is an Instagram story, do not feel limited. You can actually turn this into whatever size you want. So once you open up a template, you'll be able to see our no-code designer. And the cool thing about Simplified is that we have a lot of AI-powered tools. So you can get a lot done in one click that might take a little bit longer in other designers. So we'll start off in this left side panel. You'll see My Assets. This is where you can upload. You'll also be able to see and scroll through all of your recently used. So if you use a logo or something like that, you'll see it up here in recently used. And then you can just click it and it drops right into your design. Next, we have our templates. This is for if you are creating a carousel or multiple Instagram stories or something like that. You can also save templates to be able to be accessed by your team. Then we have our text. These are just some of the really quick shortcuts to add text. You can also upload custom fonts here. We do have access to 1,000 Google fonts within Simplified, and these are the ones that I have selected right now. You can always click Manage Fonts to be able to search Google Fonts and add new ones right in here. And then we have some text variations that you can customize really quickly for typography effects and things like that. A cool thing to note in here is that we do have photo text. Isn't that fun? So there's some photo text and a flawless transition. That actually brings us to our media tab. So the media tab is where you can find all of the different design elements that you want to add to your design. So with Simplified, we have built-in premium stock libraries. So you can access Unsplash, Pixabay, Pexels. You can actually connect your own Shopify and your own Google Drive so that it's a lot easier than having to upload all of your specific photos. You can just access them right here without having to individually upload all of them. Then we also have stock videos. We have a couple of video libraries, Pixabay, Pexels, and Storyblocks, and these are premium stock video subscriptions. You can just click them and they'll drop right into your artboard, and then you can edit those however you need to. So let's say that we want to put this in the background, send it to the back. Excellent. You can adjust the opacity on these by clicking Appearance. And then you can also trim them if you want to select the part of the video that you want to play. Here, click Trim. And then if you want to preview it, you just click Play. There we go. You can see the water moving back here, but this is a quick example. You can also add GIFs. This is one of my favorite things to do. You can create custom GIF memes in Simplified because we have Giphy's library. So if I wanted to do like girl power, yeah, we'll just click that and it drops right in as a GIF. All right, moving right along, next is our visuals tab, and this is full of different icons that you can use from our flat icon library. We also have under this collections tab, this is our in-house designed simplified illustrations and stickers. So you'll be able to see all these different categories. These are actually updated every week. So Simplified's designers actually draw and create these illustrations. So these are some unique design elements that nobody else is going to have, that aren't on other big design platforms. And then we have all these different categories. You can click View All, or you can scroll to the left and to the right to be able to see all of the different stickers in these different categories. And then if there's a sticker that you really love and you want to use again and again, or use as part of your branding, let's say that we want to use this plant, what I can do is select the sticker and then click these little 3 dots that say More, and then you'll see these 3 shapes, and that says Save as Component. So when you save as a component, click Save Now, and this way I don't have to scroll through again and again. I'll just click on Saved, and then you'll see my custom sticker right here. So then I can just click it and it'll drop into my design. So we have a beautiful design. Let's say that we want to go ahead and turn this into a video in just one click. So Simplified's Animate button is a one-click, very simple video or animation maker. And this is great for social media graphics. It just makes them more engaging. It makes your followers want to see it and stop scrolling. It's also great for creating ads. And there's just a million ways that you can use this. So let's go ahead and transform this design, and this works for any of the designs in our template library, into a video. And all you need to do is go to the top and click on this animate button. And then on the right-hand side, our animation toolbar will pop up and you'll see these quick presets. Just hover your mouse over these different presets and you'll see how the template's gonna come to life. So when you click on locomotion, you'll be able to watch the whole template automatically turn into a video. And you see how simple that is. You just did it in one click. So you'll click zoom, you can try out all the different settings. One thing to note with our video editor is that you do want to wait for the entire animation to be done. So if you click a bunch of different settings at the same time, it can start to glitch. So when you're editing, you do want to be careful and cautious and just aware of that. We are, of course, always working to improve these things. Make sure that you are only using one preset at a time and letting it go all the way through. You can also customize, you'll see that I have a shape selected here, this photo. You can customize the enter motion if you want it to fade in or fade out. You can customize the speed, and then you can even put it on a loop if you would like that animation to continue again and again. So there is custom animation that's available. And then you can also, if you click this timeline view in the lower left-hand corner, you'll be able to drag to be able to adjust the time, and then you can add multiple slides as well. So if I wanted to create a new slide, I would just either click this plus button to start from scratch, or I can click these three little dots and click duplicate, and that will give me, let's delete this one. That will give me a duplicate slide where I can then go ahead and just adjust it. So let's say that I want to put a new photo in there, and then let's go ahead and remove the background from this photo. So I can just really easily click on remove background in this top toolbar. And there we go. In just a few seconds, the AI removed our background and we have a whole nother slide. Now let's say that we want to change this message. So it's Celebrate Women's History Month. Let's say that we're giving away meditation classes or something like that. And now you'll see that I have two different slides. So let's go ahead and click play to see what the whole video is going to look like. That one needs to be a little bit shorter. So let's make this slide a little bit shorter just by dragging it. And then we'll make this one a little bit shorter, and we're gonna give a specific animation to this element. So I'll click on animate, and then let's do fly in. Let's add some music and preview it again. What I'll do is just double click this add music bar, and it opens up our audio library. And all of this audio is royalty free, so you do not have to worry about that. Let's just search for like stillness. All right, so let's do this one. And you can just drag it into your artboard and it automatically populates here. And then you can edit it by double clicking. And here I'm gonna select the part of the song. That's great. And then let's turn that volume down. So I can click on volume and drag it down a little bit here. Okay, all changes are saved, so I'll X out of that, and now all my changes have been saved. Let's click play one last time. And there's my little video. I could keep going if I wanted, but for the sake of time today, let's just say that's our video. Now I can always collaborate within the app. So if I wanted to tag somebody that's already in my workspace, I can just click @ and then I can select their name and leave them a comment. Apparently I have caps lock on, but what do you think? We'll click comment. And then here she can comment back to me and I can reply, resolve the comment, edit them, delete them. And that way you can do real-time collaboration with the people in your workspace. Also, if I wanted to share this, I can click on share and then turn this little toggle switch on and share this preview link. Now, when I click on this preview link in a new tab, it shows me a preview of the actual video. So I could click play and it'll show me what it looks like. And then if you're sending it to somebody else, they can actually open it within their Simplified account just by clicking on this duplicate button. And then it automatically brings them into their Simplified account so that they can edit and customize your design, which is really great for selling templates if you wanted to create templates that other people can customize, or if you are teaching online classes and you have a specific look, or if you're a marketing team and you create templates and ads and you want your clients to be able to customize them themselves, you can just use those preview links. Then we have export options. You'll be able to click export. This one is a video, so you'll see that's already automatically populated. But let's say that we wanted to download it as a PNG or a JPEG, we could do that as well. Now we have a few more things happening in the designer that just bring it all together. You can actually access the AI assistant right within the designer. So this is great for creating ads that have a template or a title, or if you just get stuck on copy ideas. You can click on AI assistant, and then we'll click on new document, and let's go for like a Facebook ad headline, and we'll click generate. Start your journey to inner peace today. Now I just click plus, and it drops right into my artboard. I can adjust my text color up here. I can adjust my font here, and then my sizing here. And lastly, I do want to show you how you can resize any of our templates into any dimensions that you'd like. So the great thing about Simplified is that any of our design templates that you see in the library, you can transform into a video in just one click, as we just saw. You can also transform it into any dimension that you need it to be so that you're not limited with specific templates in specific sizes. You're going to click on this little magic wand to resize the artboard. And here you can either resize it to a custom size if you have specific dimensions that you need it for, or you'll see 30 plus different commonly used dimensions such as YouTube channel arts, things like that. And you'll just click it and it automatically resizes. We'll make this a little bit bigger to fit our new dimensions. And there we go. We've got a YouTube thumbnail ready to go. So one of the best things about Simplified is that you can go from idea to publish all in one tool. So you can collaborate right with your team right here. There's no more emails back and forth. If you need to get approval, just drop a comment right here and say, hey, is this approved to post? Or hey, is there any adjustments that you need to be done here? You can collaborate with your team. You can generate all of your copy using AI right within the designer or right within whatever part of the tool that you're using. You can transform into a video in a single click, any of our design templates and our video templates too. And then you can post it directly within Simplified without having to switch. Guys, this is a simplified workflow that really sells people again and again. So all you'll need to do is click on this arrow to export your project to a new post, and it'll be ready to post to your social media channels. So let's click on that and click export now. At the top, you can select multiple channels at once, or you can just choose the channel that you want to post to. Here, I'll write in my caption. I can either write it in, or I can use the AI to generate a caption. You can also generate hashtags using the AI assistant. Then we have some snippets here. Click add new snippet, copy and paste in a series of hashtags, and then title it. And then when you click it, it drops right into your caption. Then we also have emojis that you can add, and you can preview the post on all of the different social channels. So if you want to preview what it's going to look like on Facebook, you could do that. Or if you want to preview what it's going to look like on Twitter, you could do that. Now we have a few options to be able to schedule posts. You can either add it as a draft if you want to get approval from someone else. You can publish now, or you can add it to a queue. If you add it to the queue, that's where Simplified decides the date and the time that it's gonna post it. So it's just automatic posting, so you don't have to think about that. You can go in and preset times for each day. If you wanna check your insights and see when your audience is the most active, you can go in and say, oh, my audience is the most active at 1 p.m. on Monday, at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, and you can preset all of that. And then Simplified will take that into account when you add to queue. So it will post it at those specified times that you want it to be at. Thank you guys so much for being engaged and for learning. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop those in the comments now. And if you have learned something so far, go ahead and drop what you've learned in the comments. Maybe it's that AI can make designs for me. Maybe it's that I can use AI to generate the copy for my designs. Maybe it's that you didn't know you could create videos in one click. Whatever you've learned so far, go ahead and drop that in the comments now. And then I'm gonna show you these video templates super quickly. You can search by keyword, format, or template in this search bar. You can also select what format you want. It's covers and headers or posts and stories, or you can select a specific dimension. Or you can always just scroll down and see the different templates that are available. So here, if you hover your mouse over it, it'll show you what that template is going to look like. And then you can customize these templates with your own photos or your own brand colors, whatever you want to do. Those just make video editing really simple. And then we have our content calendar. So Simplified's content calendar is my personal favorite. It integrates all of Simplified's design tools into just one screen, and it's super user-friendly and so beautiful. So when you click on your content calendar, you'll start by connecting your accounts. So you can click on this Open Connected Accounts icon in the upper left-hand corner. Here you'll be able to add accounts by clicking the plus button. You can see all of my different selected accounts here. You can toggle them all on to see them visible on your calendar, or you can toggle them all off and select just one if you want to see just the posts scheduled for one or two of these different channels. We also have a few different ways that you can view in the calendar. So you'll see right now I have it on the monthly view. In this upper left-hand corner, I can click on a daily view if I want to see what time my posts are going out, or I can choose a weekly view to be able to zoom in and just really get. This is great for when you have a bunch of different channels and you just want to make sure that you have everything scheduled and ready to go. Even more views here with a calendar view or a list view if you want to be able to see, okay, these are the posts that are going out, or the feed view. And this is going to show you what your feed actually looks like. You'll see that I have just my LinkedIn here. You can select your different channels and then see what the feed is looking like. This is especially helpful for Instagram, just when you're checking to make sure that all of your posts are going together. So we'll go back to calendar view, and in this little sidebar, you can actually create settings for your different accounts. So I mentioned the queue earlier. That is an automated posting, so you don't have to worry about scheduling posts, adding dates and times for each one. Simplified is all about making your workflow quicker, and this queue is a main part of it. So let's start with our Facebook group, and we'll just click on these three little dots. And here you'll see account settings. You can turn on short links if you wanted to take URLs and make them a little bit shorter. It saves on caption space, and it also just makes your caption look a little not messy. It makes it look a little cleaner. We also have UTM tracking links if you wanted to enable those. And then we have our timetable. So this timetable is where you're going to check your insights from your different accounts. So I would go to my Facebook group, click on my insights, see what time my audience is the most active for each of my days, and then I can go ahead and put that in here. So right now I have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I have specific times that my audience is the most active. So I've added that. I can add it for every day, weekdays, or I can add it for specific days. Tuesday, let's say that it's 11 o'clock p.m. I'll click add schedule. Then when I click add to queue on a new post, it will go to the most recent day that does not have a post scheduled. So the queue is a really simple way to automate your postings. All you would do is put in your content, use AI to generate your captions, and then you'll just click add to queue and it'll automatically populate there. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and schedule a post. So I can click on this big yellow new post button to start from scratch, or if I know the day that I want to schedule for, I can just scroll down and click on this little plus button for schedule. Now we saw this screen before when we were posting our video design, but I want to show you some of the things that you can post so that you never run out of ideas with Simplified. So if you click on this little file folder, that's going to open up your media library so you can import your recent projects just by clicking it, and then it'll automatically import here. You can also import any of your uploaded assets. You'll be able to see all of your uploads here, so you can post those. Then you have access to the stock photo library. So you can just type in pink if it's your brand color, and you can just put that in your feed, and you have access to instant, beautiful stock photos to be able to round out your different posts. And then again, one of my favorites, you can post GIFs. I love posting GIFs to Twitter. They actually perform really well and people love to be able to see that, but that way you can schedule your GIFs and never run out of things to post. Now let's talk about drafts. So if you are on a social media team and you create the content and you create the captions, you need somebody to approve it, what you can do is just click add draft, and then your manager will be able to come right here to this down arrow button and click open draft. And here you'll see all of the drafts that are scheduled that you can just open up, and I can approve this caption and approve this post, and I'll click use as post. If I wanted to comment, I could comment back to the person that maybe scheduled this, or I can click edit this little pencil to be able to edit the caption or the date and time. But let's say that I'm good to go. I want to use this as a post. I can just click schedule, and already this is populated because the person who added this draft put in the day and time. So I'll just click schedule, and then it would be ready to go on my calendar. And I think that is just about it for our walkthrough today. I do want to talk through billing really quickly because it is a commonly asked question. So if you click on your workspace name here at the top, you'll be able to see workspace settings. And then here it's going to bring you to my workspace, and we'll click on the billing tab. So here we'll be able to see our plan, our payment details, and then we'll see our monthly usage history. So you'll see how many words I've generated, how many background removers I've used, and then our payment history. You can always change your plan by clicking on this change plan button. And then if you pay attention to this toggle, if you toggle it off, you're going to be billed monthly. And if you toggle it on, you'll be billed annually. And our annual plans are actually 20% off. So it's huge savings, and it's a lower monthly cost when you do those yearly plans. So you'll just click this upgrade button, put in your payment details, and that's where you'll be good to go. You'll also be able to scroll down and see the different features that you're getting on small teams. For instance, you get 10,000 AI words, whereas on the free forever plan, you're going to get 1,000. If you want more, you can upgrade to the business plan. You can always upgrade here. And then you can earn rewards by clicking on this Earn Rewards tab here. So I hope that this was helpful today, guys. I would love to know what you learned. Go ahead and drop that in the comments. And then if anybody has any last questions, go ahead and drop those in the comments as well. Other than that, I hope that you guys are ready to simplify your lives and your workflows. And I hope that you're finding value from the one app for modern marketing teams. Thanks so much, guys.